How's it going, fellow YouTubers? Raging Gaming here. I have a nice little treat for you guys today. Um, it's funny, you can actually see right here, this is my refurbished Game Boy Advance SP with a copy of Doom in it. That's a European copy. Actual, it's legitimate, but this is actually off, and there's a problem with the LED light. You can see that it says that it's on. It is not on. But only problem with it, actually, I ordered this. It was originally a flame red SP that I ordered to salvage the screen from my original Game Boy Advance, the Glacier Game Boy Advance that I have. And the listing said that it stunk. It was beat up, and it said that it didn't work, didn't charge, didn't power on, didn't do shit. And it powered on, it charged, it just needed a new battery. And it didn't stink either, but it was beat up and it needed a new shell. So I ordered this, actually from China. And I put everything on there, even this little fucking Nintendo emblem there. Everything I put on here, it's a replacement shell, and you can even see. You probably can't. Again, it's the Vita camera. It's not that great of quality. I will be upgrading soon. However, that's not what the video is all about. What I have here is a wireless messenger, and you can even see the original Toys R Us tag is on there for $29.99, $30, which is actually much cheaper than I remember these things going for when I was a kid. I remember seeing them at GameStop for $100. But no, I got these. Actually, I got two of them for $5 a piece. And you can see, actually, I've been charging this other one I opened. They were both new, and I charged this one for a while. I've got my NES edition Game Boy Advance SP AGS 001. They're both front light models. Actually, that is on top of SP right now, but both front light models. I don't have an AGS 101, but this is the wireless messenger here. You can see, I'll show you the packaging. Wireless messenger, chat and send messages. Wireless messenger lets you chat and send messages using your Game Boy Advance. Just connect the wireless messenger and instantly chat or text message with friends. No monthly cost, no extra batteries, ... ever. Everyone can use it. Compatible with both Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Advance SP systems. Range of up to 3 miles. And there is also, you'll notice there's an asterisk there. That is because if you're in a crowded area, populated city with many buildings, it's about half that, so about 1.5 miles, maybe a mile. But it tells you all the different features: group messaging, blah blah blah, no monthly costs, all that fun shit. It's by Majesco, same company that makes a lot of the Game Boy Advance video cartridges, as well as the third-party wireless adapter. Not the official Game Boy Advance wireless adapter, but actually, which is funny because the original Game Boy Advance wireless adapter it really is mainly for Pokemon, and it works with some other games, but there's only a handful of games that it works with, and the Majesco brand actually works with most Game Boy Advance games. But anywho, yeah, this is a brand new one. Got it for $5, not $30. But let's just open this fucker right now, if we can get it open. Oop, there we go. And actually, that was much easier than the first one that I opened. But this is it right here. There's even a reset button right there. You can take like a pencil or something thin and push that in there if you need to. Uses the Game Boy Advance link port connector there, and it snaps right onto, as you can see, as I showed you earlier in the video, but you can see it snaps right onto the back of the console. It's not really snug, but it's not too loose. It securely fits on there. Not that you'd worry about it coming off, but it's not like it's secured. It's not like it's fastened on there or anything. I mean, I almost wish you could put screws in there or something. But it does work. It takes a while to charge, and even if you open the manual, which this one still stuck on there. I guess I'll open it. Fuck, I opened the last one, but the instruction manual just basically tells you that you need to charge it for a couple hours before you use it. I'm sorry, I know you're just seeing nothing right now, but so yes, it just tells you the controls wireless messenger is designed to transmit up to a maximum of 3 miles in a flat, clear area without any obstructions. Trees, buildings, and other objects between you and the persons you are communicating with will reduce this range. Note, only used with a Nintendo-approved power adapter. And it is cool, actually. You don't need another power source. It doesn't come with its own power adapter. It just uses the standard Game Boy Advance SP power adapter, I should say, because the original Game Boy Advance it just used batteries. It didn't have a rechargeable battery. This is all it really comes with. Besides the nice little packaging here. And even though I haven't charged this previously, I should still be able to use this. Shit, let me grab this charging cable that I have here. Fuck. Okay. Why the fuck is it that difficult to put on here? Okay. And it's actually interesting to note, these things, here's my two SPs together, Legend of Zelda, SP, console edition, which actually originally came with, there's a bundle that came with the Minish Cap, and it's an actual released console edition of the SP. This, again, I ordered this from China for $12. The only thing that I had to salvage from the original was of course, the motherboard, the actual SP, and then the hinge mechanism I had to salvage. But everything else it's new. It's actually high quality ABS plastic, and it was $12, so that's cool. This actually is an original. Nothing about this has been modded. As far as I know, it's never been opened or anything. It's a NES Classic Edition Game Boy Advance SP. But the interesting thing to note about these Game Boy Advance Majesco wireless messaging adapters is that they run on free radio wireless signals. So the same radio frequencies that you would use to use a walkie-talkie. And it's SMS messaging. Of course, because of that, you never have to. Oh shit! Damn it! I forgot. Interesting thing. There is a cart in here. I'm just gonna take that out. I have my EverDrive and the other one that I had to take out too. Because if you can have a cart in there, and you just will have to hold select and start to run the messenger instead of the game inside of there. But if you have no card in there, it just runs automatically. It's just easier. So for the sake of the video, bam, bam. Interesting note. 2004 Majesco. Yeah, this product is not endorsed by Nintendo. No shit. I also thought it was interesting. You don't need to press start. You just press any button. Press A, press B. And I already started a name on this one, so it just brings me to the menu. Or I already entered a name, rather. No neighbors. It says battery is full. I fully charged it. Inbox options, power, channel is 1. You can change the channels just like a radio, a walkie-talkie rather. No neighbors, please create a screen name. So for the sake of this, we'll just put and I could use accents too, but honestly, it's really not worth figuring out right now. And I tried figuring this out. As far as I know, you can only use all capitals. You can't use like lowercase and uppercase letters. And then actually, it's cool. And yes, that is my first name. It actually automatically, right off the bat, found my other system. Hit Dana. Chat. Initiating a chat. Chat request from Raging Gaming. Accept. Join chat. Well, that's pretty cool. It's simple. Very simple. But of course, you know, it's free. And, well, besides purchasing the hardware itself. But, you know, the idea is kind of cool. Here, let me just for the sake of proving it works and showing how it looks and everything. Hey, bam. Well, that's kind of cool, and it does save your friends list and everything. People you come in contact with, your actual friends, people you meet. If you were to meet anyone that had the same hardware as you and they were playing a Game Boy Advance SP, really kind of cool, honestly. And it was marketed towards kids. You know, if you were in school or if you were in your neighborhood, and you know had neighborhood friends, you say, hey, let's go play some basketball or whatever. You know, you could do that. But actually, really, what I've kind of bought it for is an emergency contact system, emergency communication, emergency contact system, whatever you want to say it. Just a way, and it's charging right now. By no means full. By no means full. But just kind of cool, you know. I'm actually going to keep these in my car, and if for whatever reason I'm on a camping trip or you know on a road trip, I mean there are some legitimate reasons why these actually would come in handy. And like I said, I paid $5 a piece for them on eBay, brand new, a far cry from the $100 that I remember them retailing for at GameStop when I was much younger. But yeah, pretty interesting. And I thought, since again they were new and vintage, if you will. I mean, technically they're considered vintage. They're not that old, but they're pretty old. The technology still works, which is really cool. Another thing I find interesting about them is that there's really no way for anyone to monitor your communications that I know of, unless of course they have another Game Boy Advance and you allow them to connect to your communications. Unless, I don't know, there might be some kind of technology out there that would allow someone to intercept transmissions such as this, but who would have technology like that? Who would want to? And I mean, to have the technology to do that, I mean, who's really going to be communicating between Game Boy Advances via SMS radio technology? I mean, that's kind of fucking far-fetched. Like, not too many people besides just weirdos like myself are going to be on Game Boy Advance SMS messaging devices. But it's pretty cool. It's obscure. Again, another thing that's not really well known or remembered. I call users into the chat. But it is what it is. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will continue to make more weird videos with off-the-wall shit that people will say, what the fuck? Where'd that come from? Well, It came from the Twilight Zone.